Okay.
Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. As always, we've got speedrunner0218
Thank you for introducing me this time.
and special guest Ike the Killer.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, well,
More like a regular.
it's been
The regular.
Ike is pretty much not a special guest at this point. He's with us every Saturday.
I'm a regular.
Well,
Everyone else quit doing these.
you
with
got to
us.
remember, you got to think of the video as everybody's first video. So unfortunately, he is a special guest.
Am I special?
It's fine.
Well, you're on half the videos, so I don't know if that's super special anymore. If this is somebody's first video, they've seen you for the first time, and they don't like you, well, they should probably head out. Anyways, today we have Noivern.
Yep. Good job. You got it right.
In Generation
Yay.
1. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about this Pokemon, but it looks like it's the evolved form of Golbat, if I were to guess.
For Golbat, another
Okay,
bad
Steve,
Pokemon.
you should know that's not the evolved form of Golbat.
What are you talking about? It looks like it's Crobat, but with like more.
Kalos Crobat.
I've actually never used a Noivern in any game, any playthrough. In X and Y, when I played it a few times, I never had a Noibat. I don't think you could get it till pretty late in the game. Oh no, you could actually get it before the second gym.
I know exactly what this is.
Problem is, it doesn't evolve to like level 50. But
it
something that
evolves super
surprised me.
late.
Something that surprised me though is this thing has a very high level for evolution. It's a dragon type. This thing is in the medium fast XP group. I was not expecting that.
So
I thought this was going to be slow, but no.
I always imagine these things like kind of the Swablu from Gen 6. Like it becomes Altaria, these big things becomes Noivern. It's not like a super strong dragon or anything, but it's a dragon.
It makes sense.
I mean,
it always felt like that to me.
It looks like it's basically just Aerodactyl with the color palette of Golbat. Look at it. It's Aerodactyl, but they just gave it the color palette of Golbat and weird ears.
They just gave me the weird ears and the signature boom burst move.
Oh yeah, at level 75, definitely a move we'll be able to get to.
Hey, if that move existed here, it would be like a super body slam.
Yeah, and some other things I want to go over. Our starting moveset's going to be insane. I don't know if you guys are going to be doing training for Brock, but I might do it minimum battles because we get Dragon Rage at level 1.
With
So
Dragon
yeah, that's going to be
Rage,
awesome.
Dragon
Then we
Rage,
get Drill
Dragon
Peck.
Rage, we're fine.
Dragon
One
Rage
shot,
lets you minimum battles all the way up to about halfway through Nugget Bridge.
Yeah, I recall we used something else with Dragon Rage before, I think, and it was until Nugget Bridge. I think is when you get one Pokemon that is 41. Or
No.
something.
The first Pokemon with more than 40 is the Fossil Super Nerds Grimer.
The
It has
Super Nerd.
41 HP. I know this. I know this for a fact. Because it's the first one that ever survives any hits.
Annoying.
At least that's mandatory.
Yeah.
But still, we get Stab Drill Peck at level 6, and then we get Recover at 27. Oh, here's an interesting one. Are any of you guys going to teach level 10 Double Edge?
No.
Double Edge? No, we have
What?
Drill Peck.
What, you going to keep Supersonic? Knowing Steve, he
Supersonic.
probably would. Steve probably would keep Supersonic.
Hey, Supersonic for Lorelei is gonna be important.
I remember we did a randomizer. I believe it was with Golbat or something. He actually kept Supersonic till the league, and he ended up beating me because of it, because one of the Elite Four members had a Golem.
Yeah,
Not even
well,
And
confused with Supersonic.
if you guys have never fought a Golem, like there's no Golem in Generation 1, no trainer has a
Yeah.
Golem, but
No,
a Golem in like the level 50s, it has half of its moves blow itself up. It has Self-Destruct, Explosion, Earthquake, and I believe Harden at its highest level. So like half of its moves will kill you. It's
true.
incredibly terrifying. Imagine if they gave Giovanni a Golem in this game. Like he'd actually be a challenge. Like if you can't one-shot it.
You made it use Explosion.
Right.
It's actually the reason why Golem was sometimes considered better than Rhydon in competitive in Gen 1 until years later it became trash. And now Golem became from the top to the worst.
Hey, out of curiosity, do you plan on teaching level 23 fly so that way you don't have to actually manually teach fly?
If I could delete it, I would do that. But I
Oh,
can't
actually,
delete it.
you know what's funny? Oh, I was about to say, like, when you beat Surge, you could immediately fly to Cerulean, but you could just dig out of the bike voucher house anyway, so that's kind of useless.
I
I
mean,
find it comical that like level 23 is actually a low enough level where you can actually use it before like actually obtaining it.
imagine you keep
Don't
it in
think
the
that
mood
works,
set.
though.
You never waste the time that it takes to get to the lady's house to get the HM because you already
That is
learned it.
true. You could skip that house entirely. That is
If
Yeah,
you
true.
could, if you could just keep it from the entire game,
like
I
imagine
don't.
winning because of that.
the only Pokemon I can think of that even learns fly via level up is like Rayquaza, but I want to say that one's a higher level.
Uh,
I
Salamence
believe it
too.
is. Yeah.
When it
Oh yeah,
evolves,
Yep.
Salamence
Salamence. Yeah,
learns it
Salamence
too.
learns
Yeah,
fly.
when it
Part of its
evolves, it learns
lore.
fly. Yeah, it's because of the lore.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
worth it though, because
Nah,
Drill Peck is just better damage and more
yeah.
accurate.
Drillpeck is more
Unless,
damage, more accurate, and
unless
not
you,
different.
unless you really do not need a fourth move. Like imagine if you only need 3 moves the entire run, and you could technically give it fly.
Still be worth skipping like what 10 seconds, 15 seconds to get the HM just for that. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it would definitely be, I guess, if you really only need 3 moves, but I won't risk that. Definitely.
Oh yeah, Sundown. We don't start the vertical stream until right we're about to start, which I
Mhm.
should probably start it now.
Yep, same.
Yeah. Anytime you guys want.
I am officially ready to get started.
All right, everyone, on the vertical, we will be playing Noivern in Pokemon Red and Blue. If you want to see the moveset, go to the horizontal stream. But for now, we're going to get started. You two ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I need to restart because for some reason
Okay.
the emulator was not in 4 times the speed. I don't know why exactly. So it was like super slow.
That's funny.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
on RetroArch, right?
Yeah. I'm retro. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah. All right, you ready
Uh,
now?
yeah. Anytime. Anytime. Yeah. I hope so.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, yeah. Now it's working.
Name
Hello,
yourself,
Twiggy.
Death.
No. I'm already naming my Pokemon. I'm giving already all of you the advantage.
You know what? I should consider just replacing Guest with Ike.
At this point.
I really should at this point, yeah.
No, I don't need you, Squirrel.
Yeah, I also went to Squirtle because that's where we put the Gen 2 Mon.
I
Yeah.
don't need you, Squirrel. I
Yeah,
don't
sorry,
want you.
the front and back sprite's a bit washed. Like, there's no black coloring in it. It just looks weird. I tried to take a Gen 1 sprite that someone else made on Reddit, but the conversion didn't go too cleanly. Because it wasn't like the 56 by 56 pixels it's supposed to be, so I had to downscale it a little bit.
How many wild Pokemon want to annoy me?
I think I actually only
Guys, so
saw
Dragon
one.
Rage to slot 1.
Yeah.
Drill Peck, nice.
Geez, you must be having a great run if this is just now getting Drill Peck. You must not saw very many wild encounters.
I think I only encountered 2.
That's pretty good.
It is really good. You might want to save before Brock, I'm just saying.
No, not the wild Pokemon that I don't want.
See, we do not cheat and turn encounters off,
Scout away.
right? Are any of you guys going to teach Recover?
I am
Uh,
considering it, mostly just because there aren't any other moves really to learn.
Yeah. But what about Leech Life? Don't you want to use Leech Life?
No.
Yeah,
Even on 4 times weak targets, Drill Peck is still going to do more damage. Okay, Thrash is not doing as much damage as I had thought. I should really never use it again.
No, I don't want double H.
Why not? So good.
Why
So
does this
good.
thing get so many level up moves?
Because it's really
Why
good.
why does this thing evolve so late? Is the real question. Oh man, I feel so bad. So sad for Pokemon.
You know, after 13 years, High Dragon still has the record for
Oh,
highest level needed to evolve at level 64.
High Dragon, yeah.
No,
I mean,
nothing's ever beat it.
It's from Unova, it doesn't count. Everyone in Unova is like that.
I mean, that's not terribly like crazy high, honestly. Like
64? Are you dumb?
I understand,
It's
but
the
think about it.
highest.
They established in Gen 1 that level 55 was going to be for Dragonite, and in all these years they've only gone 9 higher.
But still, it's just a Pokemon that evolves super late. Actually, you can only get it on the Victory Road already, I think, and they are actually
It's
super low level.
in the original Gen 5 games,
Yeah,
64 is like 12 levels higher than the champion.
yeah, you're never gonna use one basically. Oh god, the encounters.
I definitely feel
Ignominy.
like at some point Pokemon should make a game that actually utilizes level 100 in some sort of way. I know that
Yeah, it's called Pokemon.
I know that gen that doesn't exist has like a hard mode, and maybe they should have considered doing something like that for every game.
They only
Yeah.
did it for that game.
I know.
Only
I wish they
Pokemon.
would. Well,
Oh,
they don't. It doesn't really need to exist. They should just make the game more challenging in the first place, which
Yeah.
I think they've been doing.
Yeah, they somewhat have been doing. Yeah, true. Like if you try to do hardcore Nuzlocke from other generations, it's usually harder,
Oh
especially
yeah,
Orca
yeah,
Sun and Moon. They gave them EVs
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Axew. That is true. There is Dragapult.
Dragapult.
Did you guys find Paris?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, I.
Scott just catches Geodude and Oddish like a coward. He doesn't want to have to deal with the consequences of Paris.
Doesn't like Paris anymore. And I don't blame him.
I mean, I would argue that logic should apply to Psyduck in Gen 2. Psyduck has, I believe, a somewhat low catch rate compared to everything else.
He just has PTSD from Parasect. I don't blame him.
I probably.
That
Hello,
thing cost
RB Yancy.
his sanity and almost his marriage. So I would say it's fine.
Can I get a shout out? No.
No.
I did say hi, RB Yancy, so there's your shout out. Hey guys, I don't know if any of you made it to Nugget Bridge, but little tip: use Dragon Rage on the Pidgeys. They will live Drill Peck.
They live.
I'm just not spamming it on everything just because I want to try and save it. Oh my god, these Pidgeys have 41 HP. I forgot. I'm gonna teach Agility over Thrash. It could come in handy.
I have Double Edge over Thrash.
You
Why?
monster.
I haven't used it. I just have it.
I just have it.
Why did I pick that up?
The ether.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I have to heal at the center. I'm
Smart.
out of Dragon Rages, and I can't beat the Hiker with just Drill Peck. I should have conserved it a little bit better.
You can. Let's try. Oh, power of
Man.
kings.
If only somebody
It actually
had
wouldn't have been that bad.
if only somebody had predicted Double Edge Recover as a strat.
Recover.
Ah, yes. A move that has less effective power than Drill Peck. Why didn't I think of that?
Oops.
Yeah, but I mean for
I'm-
Nugget Bridge specifically.
I miss clicking Thrash a lot, actually. More like I misclicking it. It's funny. I would have this thing to save PP and it actually is being worse.
Something that's actually going to make this thing different. I mentioned this in the intro. This thing is the flying dragon instead of dragon flying. So if we were playing Dragonite, like Misty would never use Bubble Beam. But I think for Noivern here, she may actually use it. But we'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
How dare?
I don't know.
How dare?
Yeah, it only used Tackle. Never
She
mind.
used just X defend.
Yes, use text defense.
We
The
do not learn
strongest.
Bubble Beam, right?
We do.
We do. We do. We do.
Okay.
Not
we do,
water
yeah,
gun,
I
just
just looked.
bubble beam.
We do. We do.
I looked.
We
Should
do,
I
we do.
teach it?
I don't know.
I
It's
should.
it's really mediocre coverage.
I mean, that's not wrong. Water isn't really the best offensive coverage.
No,
Like,
it's
once you get
also
past rock
just
tunnel.
it's just not anywhere near as powerful as the other move. Even if the other move uses our better stat, its power is just so much lower.
Power.
True.
No, I'm not Scott. I don't want a Bellsprout.
Oh, we can learn fly this early. Wow, that's impressive.
We don't need it.
I didn't
Don't
I
worry.
didn't say that if we were gonna use it. I just said that that's surprising.
We
If
don't.
Fly was the updated 90 base power, I would teach it.
I cannot be absolutely sure right now, but I think I got that critical hit Dragon Rage and I one-shot one Pokemon.
You did
I'm
not.
not
That's no, you didn't.
I'm not so sure. I will check later, but I think it's what happened, honestly. Oh,
You know
never
what
mind,
that-
never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Forget it.
You know what
Forget
that
it.
reminds me of? Whenever Steve flinches the opponent and he thought it was a Gen 1 miss.
Never mind, I just saw what happened. I had moved the. It was not Dragon Rage there on the slot. I move it.
Get the rare candy.
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
Probably not.
You always need it.
Probably very unnecessary.
Hmm. They're asking why is in my stream. They're asking why is the sprite half transparent?
Yeah, that was. I didn't really do a good job with the sprite.
Like
Sorry.
he's just having some issues.
Besides, why are you judging him by his looks?
He's a bat.
What?
Ow, Thunderbolt hurt so much. Definitely worth healing before doing it.
He's like, hey, haven't you learned nothing from the game I have nicknamed this Pokemon after? You're not supposed to judge by appearance. Whoops.
Yeah, I probably should have kept Dragon Rage. I didn't think Dragon Rage was going to be useful anymore, so I got rid of it for Bubble Beam, and I think that might have been a mistake.
What'd you want it for?
Not really anything. I just taught it just because it's coverage.
Coverage is useful. I mean, we have a slightly higher special attack than physical attack, so
True.
it's better to just use special moves if we can just.
Right now, it's almost identical thanks to the attack badge boost.
The attack badge boost.
Do any of you guys plan to get Psychic?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. It's kind of out of the way.
It is, yeah. I've only started to get it either if A, we're a Psychic type, or B, we can't one-shot the Ghastlies.
Yeah,
Because if
I
those
like.
Ghastlies in the tower aren't one-shots, then things can go really bad.
Could be a problem. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Ghosts have bad defense. I think Drill Peck will be enough.
Probably is enough. It's still 120 base power, I think.
Yes, Drill Peck is
Yep.
120 base power. I can confirm it thanks to the overlay.
Thanks
Ike,
to
you
the
have the
power
same
of
overlay.
math.
You should be able to look at that too.
Thanks to the power of math, I know 80 plus stuff is 120.
You don't need math. You just let the overlay do the math for you. Like right
This,
now,
this
the
is
overlay
like
has told me Thunderbolt does 0 damage to Geodude, and I'm just gonna
this is,
believe it.
this is like that episode of King's Hill where it's like, but I don't need you to use the computer. I just did the math. Yeah, and this is a keyboard in the computer. So the computer doesn't work. I cannot do the math.
So you know what I just realized? Bubble Beam, I guess, would have helped for the self-destructing hiker, but you can just recover the self-destructs.
Recover. But that's not rest. Why didn't you guys pick a rest?
But you like recover better, right?
Yes, I do. We just did Pyuku Muku. Of course I love. Of course I do prefer recover.
Man, you can't even see the poison flashes underground.
Oh, I've done a. Oh, that's bad.
What did you do?
Well, it sucks.
I don't have something that I need to have.
I don't have something that I need to have.
What could that even be? Did you forget the Pokédoll?
No, I have that.
Why did I get Ice Beam?
I also got Ice Beam.
You guys
Let's just
need
say I
Ice
wanted
Beam.
more money for vitamins.
Ice Beam.
I think I'm just gonna get calcium.
This is one of those red dragon types that can actually get Ice Beam, guys. Don't worry. Imagine.
Right?
Okay, problem has been fixed.
Can you tell us what you forgot?
I now am the proud owner of a Doduo.
Oh, you
Here we
forgot
have
a fly user?
Here we have a fly user.
That is hilarious. Alright, question. Did any of you guys teach agility?
No.
No.
I just
I
taught it in
don't
case
need
I
that.
needed badge boost for something.
I don't think I need that.
I have it as a just in case thing.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not like we're really using the moves anyways.
Why do you need to access State Farm?
What?
Well, he said he needs it just in case, but just in case works at State Farm.
Just in case.
And confirm, Drill Peck one-shots the Ghastlies.
Can confirm Erica easy.
Can
Are
confirm
you doing Erica after the tower?
I did Erica
before?
before the tower.
before the tower.
I don't know why people do that. Like, whenever I pick up Fly, I fly straight to Lavender. I don't even
it's
step
what-
back and sell it on until later.
But it's what Nintendo would have wanted you to do.
It is.
Yeah,
Why don't you
I've never understood. I've never understood doing Erica's gym before tower.
It's like that's exactly what Nintendo wants you to do. Why are you not listening to your Uncle Nintendo?
Exactly.
You know, somebody in my YouTube chat the other day said that someone was asking how I got a hold of the Emerald backport, and then somebody said Speed's uncle works at Nintendo. You know what I said? If my uncle worked at Nintendo, he would sue me into the ground for what I've done to these games.
That's exactly what Nintendo wants you to do. It's actually a good thing. Oh. Hmm.
I'm gonna go fight Erica.
Seems unnecessary.
Well, I
think it's
have.
ne-
Don't I have to fight Erica to beat Giovanni? I don't want to pull a
I don't
J-Rose.
know about that.
Do you? Do you? I don't know. There's some recent glitches that have been discovered. I think there are a few glitches nowadays that allows you to skip doing that actually.
You know, there's a speedrun category called reverse badge order.
Hmm.
It's where you have to fight the gym starting at Giovanni to Brock with glitches.
Is it even possible though?
Oh yeah, anything's possible in this game.
Well, I
It
mean...
all starts with Brock through walls.
Ah, yeah, the broke through walls. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I forgot about that. The glitch where you actually skip that guy.
Can confirm
Plus, I
you
think
cannot get off the bike on bicycling path.
Damn it! Why?
Plus, I think the run also ends up doing arbitrary code execution in order to just warp yourself anywhere in the map.
Yeah, oh yeah, the arbitrary code. You can literally just skip everything and just go straight to the battle, I suppose. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Whoops.
I'm actually getting encounters in the Safari Zone. That's how low of a level I am.
The low level.
I'm gonna fight Koga.
Seems unnecessary.
I don't know why
not
you have to
fighting
keep
Koga?
saying that.
Koga's not required to beat the game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you need his badge to use Surf?
Why does a badge allow me to do anything?
I don't know.
What does
That's
the
a
badge
serious
Brock
question.
or does Oak just follow me over my shoulder and be like, you can't do that, you don't have the badge yet? I'd be like, what does the badge do? Does the badge prevent my Pokemon from being able to actually surf?
Yes.
I feel like I've used the move.
But in order to actually get on top of the Pokemon, you need the license, which is the
You know what's funny?
Oh, it's like driving
There's
without a
no-
license. Oh, I see. This is actually perfect.
police
You've invented the correct reason why badges allow you to do anything. It's a license.
It's the license. Basically.
Here's the
yeah,
thing, it's like,
license.
Here's another question. How come you need to teach an HM to how come you need to teach Surf to a Pokemon that already swims? Like, why
Because
does
you need-
Lapras need to know how to surf?
To get on top of it, again, you need to get on top of it.
I mean, then again, we all know Rhydon loves swimming.
If you cannot get on top of the Pokemon, you are not allowed to surf.
No, not X attack. Whatever shall I do?
X attack. The fact that they all use different X items is just so funny. Like this was a real RPG or something.
Actually, I don't think any of them use X special,
never
do they?
mind.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Every vitamin's used except X accuracy and X special. Oh, would it be really mean if I made a ROM hack where there's a trainer that loves Horn Drill and Fissure, and they'll always use
that?
X? They have a 50-50 chance of X accuracies.
X accuracy Horn Drill for the win. Whoops! I didn't. Need
I'm
to
really
grab-
starting to like Recover.
Oh, now you do.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if there was a TM for Recover and not Rest, I will use Recover every time.
I made a mistake. I just battled an optional trainer. That's really
Oh
unfortunate.
no.
It's not even the optional trainer that I'm mad about. It's the PP that I just wasted on the optional trainer. I was already going to be a little PP self-conscious, but now...
That's what he said. Also, I wasn't paying attention, but I may have just Gen 1 missed Psychic.
Psychic, eh?
Can happen.
Guess it's not out of the way, huh?
I got it for Koga.
I also got it for Koga.
Weeks. You'll
I'm
say
willing to bet
wouldn't
you
grab
have it too.
Yeah, but I never said I wouldn't grab it. You're the one.
Hello, Leaky B, one of your favorite Pokemon. That's nice. Sorry, the back sprite's kind of bad.
I was purposely
one.
vague. I didn't say wouldn't grab it. I said that it was out of the way.
I said I
It's
wouldn't grab
technically
it.
out of the way. Yeah, that's not a lie.
Right. I purposely kept it vague.
Monster.
Oops.
Hey, Ike, you need to fight Psych.
I always fight Psych. Why wouldn't I fight myself? It's
I
like
couldn't
that.
tell what mon it was from the back sprite at first, and then the title blended in with the screen. Yeah, sorry about that. I
It's like
made
my
some
Linux.
errors when trying to make this, when I was trying to convert the sprite, and none of the black shows up properly. So it's just light and dark blue.
Why Nidoqueen sprite got worse from red green to red blue? I actually
A
like
sprite
the
that
one.
got worse from red green to red blue, easy coughing.
Oh, poor coffee. I actually like Nidoqueen in red.
Oh.
In red blue.
Here's another thing. Mewtwo's red and blue sprite's just awful. Its red and green sprite's much better. Because the red and green sprite looks like the actual card from base set.
Yeah.
Base set uses a lot of the original red and green art. Although Rapidash's red and green sprite's kind of bad. Recover just lets you do pure minimum battles. It's awesome.
I've been doing pure minimum battles the entire time too. It's not that hard. I've never even had a battle that was even close yet.
Me neither.
Oh, now this Pokemon is actually.
Hey, Worm
good.
Guy.
Like it, huh?
Worm Guy's back.
No, no.
Worm guy. Oh no.
Well, guys,
no.
I'm out of contention. I just dug without picking up the key.
The fact that
Did
he
you
already
really?
got the name.
Yep.
I've actually done that once in an actual speedrun a long time ago. I know why. It's because at the same time I was speedrunning Red and Fire Red, and in
Getting
the
out
Fire
of
Red
the-
they swapped the locations of Blizzard and the secret key. And in the Fire Red, I grabbed Blizzard thinking it was the secret key. Or no, it was Blizzard, I think, or Solar Beam, I think. Whatever it was, I picked up the wrong item.
Yeah, I agree with
Oh my god, I don't know what just happened. My game just froze for literally like 8 seconds.
you.
Yeah, Scott said that's a problem with Super Shucky sometimes.
Interesting.
But 8 seconds is interesting. Usually it's like a second.
It's a lot, actually.
You guys' overworlding is just so much better than mine. Even if I had not done that that dig prop, that stupid dig thing, I was still behind both of you guys because I just not as good in the overworld.
I thought
It's because of keyboard. Keyboards have worse overworlds because you can't make
Oh
inputs
my
as quickly.
god. How they
I would
keyboard.
disagree with that so hard. The reason why you guys are better in the overworld is because you guys can go from up to left to down like instantly, whereas
Yeah,
I have
you
to
can
make
roll
the
your
decision.
thumbs.
I have to make the decision to go up, left, in between. So it's a mental problem, not a physical problem.
I need to destroy my fingers.
I pause, then I go left, over and over. It's just what I do, and I can't fix it. It's not a keyboard mouse problem. I can go up then left. I just don't.
Well, plus
could-
with controller, your thumb can like roll from up to left to right in half a second or less.
Right,
I
but
would
here's
never
the
You
thing.
can't do that easily on
You
keyboard.
can't like it's you actually have to make the decision to stop then move. For me, I have to make the decision to immediately move. You guys are kind of forced to go into immediately moving, whereas I have the choice to immediately move.
Hey,
My
Sundown,
fault.
where are the normal viewers at? The red and blue backports don't really get as many live viewers. It's understandable. The red and blue runs are a lot more straightforward. The crystal and emerald ones get way more viewers.
Like, you guys understand what I mean. Like, when I make a decision to go left and then right, there's like a pause, then I go left and right. Whereas you guys go immediately left and right. But the thing is, the keyboard gives me the
I'm
decision,
confused
and my
already.
brain uses the decision. Whereas you guys kind of don't have the decision. You just kind of have to move the joystick, and it just makes the decision for you.
You lost me. Sorry. That was
So you're
too
saying,
many.
so you're saying the keyboard sucks.
The keyboard says that's the joke. That's the joke, right?
No, the keyboard gives me the option to pause in between moving, and my brain takes that pause. Whereas you guys don't get the decision to pause. You have to actually make a decision to pause.
Like stop moving.
Yes, you have to actually go out of your way to stop moving. I have to go
What?
out of my way to keep moving.
What?
Okay,
Yeah, okay, what you
when you
said
go
made no damn
up
sense.
then left, what do?
Go up then
Go
left.
up and
Exactly. All right. When I go up then left, I can choose to not click the button, then go up then left, and my brain just does that.
All right, how about we just move on? Because
I don't know.
we
It's
don't
not
understand
a
you.
difficult
Yeah, I
concept to
know.
understand. I don't understand how you guys are not understanding this.
Don't understand.
It's the way you're describing it. It's just we don't understand.
I'm feeling dumb.
How much homemade soda did drink, Steve? I'm not sure.
I don't understand how this is not...
Wonder if Psychic's the better play on the Ghosts than Drill Peck. They're probably the same.
I mean, MNIR gets what I mean. It's... I'm trying to think of, like, how would I explain it to a 5-year-old? That's a whole subreddit if you guys didn't know.
Explain to a 5-year-old.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Like I was 5, yeah.
Okay, so
I did that
MNIR has explained it. I will get to it in a moment. What he said.
Oh, hang on.
Joysticks don't move to neutral when changing directions. Mine does. I can immediately go left and right, but I don't have to.
That makes sense.
You have to make the conscious decision to not move. I don't. I can just easily just not
Yeah.
move.
But I can just easily not move.
Great. After all this explaining, I forgot to go get Mimic. Fantastic.
I feel like you had us in the first half and then just lost us in the second half.
I mean, now that MNIR explained it, I mean, you understand what I mean now, right? You're forced to have to go in one direction no matter what. I have the decision not to go in one direction. My brain takes the decision subconsciously.
My brain. is
Okay,
ready.
I feel like this is a description of how our brains work versus keyboard and controller.
It's psychological.
Okay. The reason I was confused is because I thought we were discussing keyboard versus controller differences, not how our brains work.
Hmm.
You guys don't have the choice to
3107.
pause, and therefore you don't pause. I have the choice to pause, and my brain takes it whether I like it or not.
Hey, Ike, did you win yet?
No.
Yes, I actually win.
So I guess this is minimum battles Pokemon then. Definitely.
Pretty much close to minimum battles, yeah, because of Dragon Rage and just Thunderbolt.
Hmm.
What is that image on your card?
That's the character, the name I put on this Pokemon.
Let's see where Steve is. Oh, Steve, what I did is I used every single candy for Lorelei.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was wondering why this battle was so hard.
3147.
Lorelai's the hardest one
I
in the
can't
league,
believe
no
I played
contest.
so well, and I botched it all at the end.
And also, if you use the candies, I never ended up teaching Mimic, although I should have, because I nearly died.
Yeah, you definitely need for Lola.
Drill Peck, Thunderbolt, Psych. Alright, so it looks like you taught it over Recover.
Yeah.
I never had Recover.
Because
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. He's talking about me.
Really?
I
You
think.
really never had kept
I
it?
had Recover for Nugget Bridge, and then I taught over it almost immediately.
Recover allowed me to do minimum battles safer, because if I ever got low on health, I can just use it
you
once.
didn't need it. You can minimum battles everything without recover.
It's a safety strat, okay?
I
It costs
understand, but
nothing to
you're
hold on
acting
to
like
it.
this is the difference in the run, and the difference is no difference. Like there is no brick wall that I have come up to where recover would have been like the oh gotcha moment. Okay, well I've
I wasn't first. The poll was blocking the chat messages.
I made a
Yeah, this thing being in medium fast was so nice.
Is this the fastest Pokemon we have done?
Not even close. Although,
But we three.
It doesn't help that I've
Like,
had to go to the restroom this whole run too.
let me look at my leaderboard.
Like from the ones we have done, I think this was the fastest. I don't think at least I don't recall any time of mine being 31 something.
If I just rank first playthrough, this thing got 9th place.
9th place, which are the others on top of it?
Which would only put like the fire type starters and some legendaries
So
on
far,
top of it.
my resets are only because I didn't use rare candies on Lorelei.
Normally.
And also no need for recover yet.
Recover.
I believe I had 0 resets.
Again,
yeah,
I would have 0 resets too if I had used my rare candies before Lorelei.
I got 0 resets too.
Joystick neutral and changing directions.
Yep. Recover completely unnecessary. In fact, there are no hard battles in this entire game.
I was probably just playing it overly safe.
There are no hard battles at all in the whole game. There's no luck. It is just you can do everything. Now, to be fair,
so you're saying we don't need a 4th move.
Let's see. Did I I guess technically I didn't need psychic. I only liked psychic.
I think psychic after Koga isn't good. Because I think for Agatha, Drill Peck's better.
It's not really. It does the same, but really. You either got critical hits or it's basically the same. Doesn't change.
All right, 34.
Well, Drill Peck's effective power is higher, yeah, but the Gengars have way higher special than defense.
Ooh.
Yeah, but psychic is super effective. In the end, it's about the same damage. It's a 2-shot.
For a first run, 24th place is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good Pokemon.
All right.
Why do you have Pokemon names on the side of your leaderboard?
So that's the okay. So let me swap over to it again. So that's the optional part of the leaderboard. All right. So if you're on vertical, you don't see the Pokemon names, but if you're on horizontal, you have something taking up that space, so it's not like empty.
Okay.
So it's like I'm using. It's the best of both worlds.
Most of them are empty.
Yeah, because I didn't want to screw up the spelling. I didn't feel like looking them all up. Like what Pokemon is this? I don't remember.
Zekrom?
No,
Kartana?
This is okay. And then again, once again, even if I do know what it is, I don't remember how to spell it, and I don't want to mess it up.
Just spend like a half hour just looking them all up.
That's what I did for the Gen 2 list. I did spend like some time looking them all up, except apparently this Blacephalon, which I again have no idea how to spell.
Its spelling is really annoying. I believe it's Blacephalon.
All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom, and this is gonna make everything go a lot better for me. I mean, I understand it's funny, but have you ever tried to play the game while needing to go to the restroom?
Yes.
Like subconsciously you start making bad decisions because for some reason your brain is split between having to go to the restroom and having to play the game. It's very weird.
There was an entire Mythbusters episode around that where Adam had to hold in his pee for like 2 days and do like a driver's test, and he kept running over traffic cones.
My fucking god, 2 days? Are you crazy? Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think Steve was right. Just return is just not recover is not needed at all. Like I would never have needed to use recover in the run if I had just used a potion before. I would just go into fights not healing just because I know I have recover. Honestly, a fourth move isn't needed. I think the only moves you really need are
So you're
Dragon
gonna
Rage,
go.
Drill Peck, Thunderbolt.
You're gonna go then with
Uh,
the fly in the moveset.
Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna teach Bubble Beam to this thing over Dragon Rage, but I'm not gonna teach Thunderbolt till after the self-destructing hiker. So that way I have Bubble Beam for it.
All right, so this Pokemon basically, let me look at the moveset again, but it pretty much just needs Drill Peck.
Drill Peck, Dragon Rage, Thunderbolt,
Drill Peck and
Psychic.
Drill Peck and Thunderbolt. That's pretty much it.
Drill Peck and Thunderbolt.
I'm
Yeah,
still getting Psychic.
Well, no,
and how
no.
do
You need
how-
so you need some
you need-
moves for some situations. You need Dragon Rage for the early game, but once you're past the early game, you don't need it. You need Psychic for Koga, but once you're past Koga, you don't need it. There's you could throw in the bubble beams. It's helpful but unnecessary.
Actually, my plan is to actually teach Bubble Beam over Dragon Rage and not teach Thunderbolt till after the self-destructing hiker, because otherwise my only move for him is Drill Peck, and I don't really want to deal with that.
So you guys are gonna do this without psychic and without recover.
Oh no,
I'm still using them. I'm just saying they're
I'm
not
teaching
necessary.
recover.
But not,
I'm
but
not
not for the.
Oh,
not for the
right. The
not
other
for
move
the-
is Mimic, of course.
Mimic
Yeah.
for amnesia only. There's nothing else you can mimic.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
If you're
So-
not using recover, Mimic is 100% needed.
Oh,
Yeah.
you definitely need that for Lolly.
Oh, you know what's
Especially
funny?
because always
I-
critical.
What would you
got-
teach it over though?
I got 10% confused twice that run, and somehow it didn't matter.
That happened to me
didn't
in my
matter.
Hitmonchan run that will be uploaded next week.
Normally, I get really mad when I get 10%, and I just didn't get a reset. It was great.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
I
actually,
guess,
it was not- No, yeah, I'm
Go
fine.
ahead.
I actually was not expecting this Pokemon to be that good.
But regardless,
worry, the next-
so
next
like
one
to
will be
explain the whole
awesome.
moving thing, you have all of your practice is just instantly going up, then left, then up, then left, then down. You automatically
Yeah.
all of your practice is with immediate movements. My practice
yeah, like
is
rolling
up,
your thumb.
and then I take a second, then I'm like go left. Like
Yeah, yeah.
in my brain, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
now we're gonna go left 4 spaces. All right, then we pause, then
Okay.
we go up 7 spaces. Like my brain just kind of does that. And so
Yeah.
the pause is the reason why you guys are always gonna be better than me in the overworld, is because I subconsciously can't stop pausing. But when I go into a place like, let's say, Giovanni's gym, I immediately go up, left, up, like around, because of there is no pauses.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to
All right.
to communicate.
I
but
know what
do
you're
you
talking
do you
about.
understand
We
like
get
the
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we get
I know what you're
we get
talking
it.
about now, because like with a D-pad on a controller, you can easily just roll your thumbs with
Yeah.
all 4 directions, but you can't really roll your fingers on the arrow keys.
You move it over.
Well,
yeah.
you
Instead of
gotta,
having
like,
to-
You gotta
Press the
manually
key.
place another
Yeah.
finger
but
left.
you can. My problem is my brain immediately is like left 4 spaces, up 7 spaces, right 5 spaces. So I execute that way. And when it's in like a place like Giovanni's gym, it's all immediate, like if I were playing a controller. But if I'm like, let's say, moving from Viridian to the forest, I'll go up and then I'll immediately like pause to go left 1 space, so that way I line myself up with the the space between the ladder or
Yeah.
the fence. So I have pauses that you guys just don't, because you guys essentially
Yeah.
you guys are always YOLOing, and I'm like thinking. I'm like thinking it
A
through.
question though. Do you have 3 fingers on your arrow keys, like up, left, and right? Or do
Yeah.
you use like 1 finger?
The
Always.
claw.
Always 3 fingers.
Hmm.
In the
Okay.
mid-
Claw.
Well, are you 2 ready?
Claw. Yeah.
I
the pausing
probably
thing.
start a new
so-
poll.
Another good thing. This is why I'm better bag than speed, because you have like what I said with the YOLOing. You can shoot, like you have to commit going all the way down or all the way up. You can't just like easily move 1 space like I can.
That is true, yeah.
And it's also why some people have a problem with that Victory Road boulder. It's because people have a problem, like sometimes the game will
Yeah,
just
the
register
rare
2
candy.
space because you
Yeah.
just YOLO it. But for me, I can just
Oh,
click
yeah.
one time, then click one time.
Aren't you worried about holding it down for just a teeny bit too long?
I never have to worry about that because if I click the button one
I
time, I
have
move
to.
1 space.
I have to worry about that constantly.
Right, and it's just the difference. The problem is your difference benefits you. My difference doesn't.
Okay. All right, you two ready now?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Restart my timer.
Did you pick a frame?
Funny.
All right. Ready?
Give me 1 second. Somebody messaged me.
1.
Darn it. Somebody used it on me. How dare you?
Hey, JC. Yeah, I'm glad you like the sprite, although I messed up the colors a little bit. Oh yeah, I finally updated all the patches on the Google Drive for the members. I put the emerald ones up now.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Name yourself guest.
Again.
Hey, Shadow Stitch, just in time for run 2.
You know what? I'm gonna use this run as an experiment. I've already put a pretty decent time.
Experiment.
I'm gonna see what it
Says
looks
the one
like
who
to
didn't use candies on Lorelei.
just go for it. Well, regardless, I still put up a decent time. It wasn't like a good time, but I'm gonna see what it looks like if I just always hold a button down.
This is for
I mean,
science.
Interesting.
Here's a question, like, whenever you go up and you want to go left, do you let go of up and press left, or do you keep
Yes.
holding up and then hold left?
Depends. If I'm in a gym, I'll just immediately go from one button to the next button.
Because I
But
believe
if I'm in the
on an-
overworld, I'll click it and I'll let go, and then I'll click it, then I'll let go.
Yeah, because I believe with arrow keys, if you're holding up and then you press left or right, it always takes priority over up, and then you can just let go of it and you're going back to up again.
Oh,
I haven't used arrow keys much, but I believe that's how they work.
that was close.
You can probably test it and see if that's true.
Oh my god. The encounters.
I've actually gotten like no
Ah!
wild encounters.
See, by constantly holding the button, I accidentally walked in the grass there.
I got like 6 encounters.
Oh my god, it feels so nerve-wracking knowing that I might accidentally move 1 extra space.
That's what we've had to learn with for so long. What are these poll options? Holy. Instant text speed. That's why.
Gotta go fast.
We do backports with instant text speed just as a quality of life.
Yeah, basically no wasting.
I mean,
time.
this is our 76th red and blue backport.
Oh, that was close.
Alright, I'm just gonna spam Dragon Rage until I get to the bug catchers.
Notice how I'm keeping up with them, guys? It's because of this whole change in strategy.
I don't like how Drill Peck has a slower animation than Dragon Rage, though.
The ping.
Animation?
That thing.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
Nick.
example, there's some attack animations. Even though there's no animations, there's still a little thing that plays. Some
Yeah.
attacks, the Pokemon flashes, and there's some other effects where the screen shakes a little bit. The one where the screen shakes actually saves time, because it's not as long. It does add up. Like, Dragon Rage has the animation where the screen shakes, but Drill Peck makes the Pokemon flash. Oh, God.
It's like, don't worry, the next Pokemon will be awful.
What's the
This was a
fastest
very-
time? For me, the fastest was Kyogre at around 27 minutes.
Wow,
That was
you
actually
clicked
my
that.
re-rank, because Kyogre used to be like it used to
Nope.
be ranked in the
I'm starting
lower
over.
middle.
Hmm?
What happened?
Out over Drill Peck.
That's all right. But yeah, my first
can't do
Kyogre
it.
run, it was the first backport we've ever done, and my runtime was so bad. Steve said I needed to redo it because it was like a 36-minute time when stuff like Talo would have been faster than that time.
Taylor.
So he had me redo it. he had me redo it, and I was able to get the new fastest time, because before that, my fastest was Ultra Necrozma. So Gen 1 Kyogre is better than Ultra Necrozma, because
Yeah,
it gets Amnesia instead of Calm Mind.
we did Ultronic Crossma, I forgot.
I already have to give up on that strategy. It's just too nerve-wracking. I already accidentally taught over a move. It's just, I can't do it.
The science is over.
You know what's interesting? I had so few encounters in Mount Moon, it ended up being a curse because I found no Paris.
I got a lot of encounters and no Paris. Which is like the worst of both worlds.
Alright, at least it only took 4 encounters. That wasn't too bad.
No Paris.
There is actually something else I'm going to be doing later in the run that I think will save a lot of time. That I don't think either of you are going to do.
How can you save time on minimum battles?
Oh, you'll see. I'm not going to say anything though until
it's done.
I'd say like give me 10 minutes and I'll say it. I want to wait till I'm ahead enough to where none of you will do it.
He's gonna teach fly.
Yeah, but I'm 3 minutes behind you.
No, I'm not. No,
He's
I'm
gonna
not.
teach fly. He's gonna teach fly.
Dude, no, that's just dumb.
He's gonna teach.
I don't know why, but this Pokemon's name makes me feel really awkward because for some reason I feel like my Pokemon is constantly burned.
What?
Why?
Oh,
It's not even
RN.
spelled. Yeah, it's just in like the same position where the word burn would.
Oh, the RN at the end.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I never realized that. Now I'm not gonna unsee it.
Poor Pokemon. Deserves better.
Dude, this thing is gonna get top 10. What are you talking about?
Who's talking about what?
Ike was saying this Pokemon deserves better.
Deserves better.
And I said, what are you talking about? This is gonna get top 10 easily. My first playthrough made this thing top 10.
It's very good.
I truly do believe that the only Pokemon that could possibly get the absolute best spot in the entire leaderboard is gonna be Togetic, or not Togetic, the evolved form of Togetic.
Togekiss?
Yeah, Togekiss. I think Togekiss will be like number 1 and like not even like an undecided number 1.
I don't blame. I've done Togekiss backboard in Fire Red, and at one point it was actually first place because it's in the fast XP group and it gets so much move coverage.
No, it's starting move coverage is like all 80 power moves.
Yeah, I think extra sensory is one of the moves to start.
It's also fast level up group with just so much coverage. Like fast level up group on top of everything, and its stats are all quite good already. Like I don't think Togekiss is going to be touched by anything. Also, not that it makes really much of a difference, but Togekiss is doesn't really get any level up moves, so it's not going to be bothered by level up moves.
Wasting time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's something.
Depending on the stats, though, the XP group can be an advantage, because technically speaking, Togekiss will have the disadvantage of leveling up so many times.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't need stat boosting moves, because its stats are already quite high.
True enough. I guess.
It's like when they created the game, they didn't expect to make a Pokemon that was a higher evolution of Togekiss, or Togetic. So it's like they gave it, like, it already had some pretty high stats as Togekiss.
Makes sense to me.
Like this, well, not this one. We just did one recently. King Gambit. I don't think they expected to make an evolution of Sneasel.
No, they definitely did not expect to make an evolution of the stupid Bisharp. For sure.
That sucks.
Wait. Oh, I said Sneasel. I meant Bishop. You know what I meant?
Yeah, you were thinking of Sneasel. Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay, Steve. It's from a gen that doesn't exist, remember?
Doesn't exist. It's a gen that doesn't exist. But yeah, Bisharp was definitely designed as a full Pokemon.
No.
And they say, let's make more.
I just hit myself 3 times to the Mount Moon Zubat. That was actually quite scary.
I love its design.
I was just like, why are you fighting Zubat? And I just remembered, oh yeah, the rocket.
Yeah, you got to.
No, dang it! I did not need it. Oh, I probably should have saved. Oh well.
You don't need to save. This thing's minimum battles, remember?
You need to.
Yeah,
save.
but I did something out of order. I decided to do Misty first so that way I can get Bubble Beam.
I mean, I don't really think that
It's
matters.
not.
For
Well,
Nugget
no.
Bridge.
It's also for PP reasons. So if I do Misty first, then I heal
That
after
is
Misty.
true.
Whereas, basically, I'm removing one heal.
Yeah, at the end of Nugget Bridge, I had literally 0 PP of Dragon Rage and Drill Peck, so it was cutting it kind of close.
Well, the thing is, yeah.
This is an interesting case.
Don't yet.
I really hate how Nidoran just has slightly higher HP.
I know, right?
HP.
Hey, just remember, the 3 Pidgey Girl all has 41 HP.
Yeah, but at least by the time you get to her, like you can Dragon Rage or you can Drill Peck them.
True.
Dragon Rage her.
I'm gonna try and do this run vitaminless.
Vitaminless.
Honestly, this thing didn't need vitamins at all.
We don't know that.
I don't know.
That's I'm not saying that as like a joke. I mean, we don't know that.
We don't know that.
Lorelai is I only gave her one shot. It sounds like you guys only gave her one shot. She
I won first try.
We won first try, I guess.
I got super
Exactly,
lucky,
I
plus
also-
I had recover.
right. I also won first try, so I mean, we don't know.
Oh, I just
I
realized
know-
you don't need Bubble Beam for the hiker. You got Dragon Rage.
Which
Is that not
gonna
two-shot?
That's no one shot.
No, they have 50 HP.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Bubble Beam one shots.
So Wobble
True, but I accidentally sold Bubble Beam.
that's another one.
Interesting. Bubble Beam was basically on my final moveset until I taught Mimic.
I got rid of that move really quick.
No, I think it's a good move to have in the mid game, but then it just.
I mean,
doesn't have any
it's
use.
not really like great. It just the rock ground types,
it's
like
fine.
it's something for the rock ground types because they can.
True, true.
can
it's
be
fine for
annoying.
The Cubone, the hiker. I mean, it just does its purpose, you know.
True.
It's like a lubricant move. You don't need it, but it's certainly helpful.
Yeah, it's fine.
Pretty much.
If anything, saves time over Dragon Rage in the hiker. So. Pokemon is good. Why can't it be this good in real game?
Right?
Or Noivern. I kind of like this Pokemon. I'm sad it's bad. Well, I mean, actually, it's good in the lower tiers, but it's like meh. He deserves better. Don't worry. Give them 10 years and they will make an evolution of this Pokemon.
I don't know if this thing needs an evolution.
They will do it. Eventually.
Maybe. I mean, we never thought Stantler would get an evolution, but it did.
Poor Stellar. That
Oh,
thing really
I
didn't
uh
what.
this probably isn't the right question for you because you don't really play Crystal, but uh I backported Girafarig's evolution into Crystal, and that is one of the most broken Pokemon I've ever played.
Giraffe.
Like
Fighting giraffe.
Girafarig and normal Crystal is really good, but its evolution is just straight up better.
Yeah,
Plus, it got
the
backported nasty plot.
the stab moves are just good.
I mean, it starts with the same moveset as Girafarig, but instead of
Hmm.
whatever special attack Girafarig has, it was like 120 for
Yeah, it's
Giraffe.
much higher. Yeah.
It was insane, just how good it was.
Well, I got my first reset.
What
Who
happened?
was it?
Surge used Thunderbolt, paralyzed me. I immediately got paralyzed, and then he Thunderbolted me again.
Hey, he's actually playing smart.
He's doing
Oh,
something.
you know what's interesting? This is a thing with the AI. If we were actually no, actually it wouldn't matter. I was about to say if we were dragon flying, he wouldn't use electric moves, but then I just remembered his moveset's nothing but electric moves, so that wouldn't really matter.
He has no chance.
It was just funny that, like, you know, it was like the culmination of every bad thing that could happen did happen.
Did I do that?
That's what it took for this Pokemon to finally lose.
Two Thunderbolts?
No, a Thunderbolt
Yeah.
fully paralyzed, then another Thunderbolt. It took basically all of the bad luck to lose.
Took all the bad things Gen 1 has, like critical hits and
Oh my
and Gen
god,
1 misses.
I really screwed up that part. Well,
No, you're doing great.
I now am the proud owner of 12 repels, 10 repels.
Yep.
I may have made 2 mart visits.
Something I also started doing was you only need 7 super repels the entire run, so I've only been buying 7. But the problem is I would use an extra one by accident and I'd be short in Victory Road.
I always buy 8.
So
Just in case, yeah,
I went back to buying 8.
I always get one more.
It was
just
to
in
try
case.
and save a little bit of money for a 3rd vitamin. That was my plan, to reduce it from 8 to 7. And I just encountered an optional person.
I pretty much just always use the extra super repel at the very end if I don't end up screwing up at all.
I fought an optional trainer. GG guys, I lose.
No minimum battles.
I fought 2
Disqualified from
optional
the
trainers
race.
last run.
Give it a
You
mega.
guys-
This Noivern with a
Mega.
mega would be awesome. Here's my
Mega
question:
Noivern.
why did no Gen 6 Pokemon get megas?
It's kind of weird. The Ansi got it though. It's the only one
That doesn't count.
that doesn't exist, right?
Well, no, it
Everybody
doesn't
does.
count because it's a mythical.
It's a mythical.
I just battled an optional trainer.
It's like Odino is the only Gen 5 Pokemon that got a Mega, which is like why nobody was wanting this thing, and the Mega is actually worse than the regular one, which is hilarious. The Mega is even worse.
No, that's Garchomp.
No, because Garchomp gets worse because of the speed, but at least it's like it has some uses or something. But
Well,
Mega Odino,
well, the problem is, from what I've looked, it loses Sand Veil as its ability.
yeah, but
The
you
attack
cannot use
boost
that.
the attack boost you would get, you could just use a Life Orb instead and keep Sand Veil plus the higher speed.
Look at these guys talking about
that's more
Digimon.
for Digimon. That's more for like Blaziken. Like you don't need the Mega Blaziken is actually worse than the regular Blaziken in terms of damage. But Mega Garchomp at least like has something going over for it. It has a lot more attack actually.
Why did they not give Jack to Delphox or Chestnut when Greninja got an anime form? It's because Greninja's the new Charizard.
Yeah, because Greninja was the popular one.
Honestly, it
No.
wouldn't surprise me if more people like Greninja than Charizard.
I think in the last poll he actually won.
I know the 2020 poll Greninja won.
Yeah. Because I get that basically Charizard is for more old school people. Like every new kid is going to love more Greninja. In that sense.
I don't really have an opinion on Greninja just because, I don't know. I'm not really a biggest fan of water types. None of my
wow.
top 10 favorite Pokemon are water types. My top types are fire, dragon, dark, poison. I guess some ice types, but not many.
Some ice types. There are very few ice types, actually.
Weavile's my favorite ice type, though.
A good taste. I think
It's
I
awesome.
like regular Kyurem. I think it's my favorite ice type. So
No, White Kyurem is one of the better ice types.
I love regular Kyurem.
I only started loving White Kyurem more. One, because obviously it's a fusion with Reshiram, and two, once I actually played with it in Scarlet Violet battles, oh my god, that thing is awesome.
It's like
awesome. It does, yeah. I've destroyed people's butts in that game with choice specs White Kyurem, spamming ice burn or freeze dry, whatever it's called. Freeze dry.
The freeze dry is the one that it's super effective against waters.
Yeah, it has all the coverage of an ice move with the addition of water.
Amazing. We will get the original dragon. I guess when Legend Kyurem or something pops out, they will do the original dragon, I suppose.
I'm still waiting for news on Legend ZA. There might be some news of it coming out on Pokemon Day.
Yeah, this month is a lot of anniversaries. I'm waiting on my part for the Fire Emblem anniversary.
Oh
Actually, today after this, there should be a Fate channel in a few hours.
Oh my god! No!
I
almost died. I almost got a reset at Sylph Giovanni. Because his Nidoqueen paralyzed me and I ran out of psychics, so I had to defeat him with my flying type move.
With Drill Bike. Zygarde got slow start for getting his own game. Poor Zygarde.
Yeah, Legends Arceus had no abilities, but they still gave Regigigas a slow start. They just hate the guy.
They really hate that guy, definitely. There's no other way around it. They really hate that guy. It's kind of sad.
Wouldn't it be one of the most powerful Pokemon ever if you didn't?
No.
Oh.
No. Considering the power creep that it's been going on these days, no, he wouldn't.
Statistically, though, wouldn't it?
This is like Slacking. Like back in Gen 3, you see Slacking and it's like, okay, this thing is a monster. Nowadays, they basically made an Slacking without Truant. It's called Balafin. It's basically Slacking without a bad ability.
I actually got my first reset.
What
Sabrina's Alakazam crit me, and I died.
Sabrina's.
See, this thing requires actual bad luck in order for resets to happen.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's bad luck.
Without bad luck, there's no way this thing gets a reset.
Should be okay, I think.
Hey, Ike, fight Psych.
I always fight Psych.
Even in second runs?
Even in second runs.
I really
should fight him.
I really don't want wild encounters, so I use a regular repel and a super repel both at once. Everyone knows that if you make yourself stink using repels, you'll make yourself double stink will clearly be much better.
Right.
I imagine repels are kind of like you guys will ever watch Predator?
No.
He puts a whole bunch of mud all over his body. I like to imagine that's kind of how it works.
Is that to like hide from
the predators?
To hide from like aliens with heat vision or whatever it's called?
Yeah, essentially
infrared vision.
Yes, infrared, exactly.
I've seen references to that, but I've never actually seen the show.
Movie.
Alien vs Predator, which was considered a bad movie, I think.
No, just regular Predator. Predator 1.
Yeah, regular Predator. I've only seen that one. It's what I'm saying. I only seen the crossover one.
I don't actually mind.
I
actually think all of the Alien vs Predator movies are pretty decent. It's just that they they do the same exact thing over and over again in all of the movies, and people are like, "This is boring." They just keep on coming out the same movie over and over again. I'm like, you guys came for Alien versus Predator. Guess what's about to happen? Alien is about to verse the Predator again. Although I don't really like Prometheus.
The Prometheus is cool.
It's basically just Alien versus Predator again, but they're on an unknown planet and they act like this is. Well, no, I forget what the story. Maybe I probably would have liked Prometheus better if I had like paid attention to the story. Because I think it's supposed to be like this is 1,000 years before the first Alien versus Predator movie.
Sí, I know.
So like nobody had ever actually seen the Alien movie. So again,
I got hit with Sand Attack because I used Thunderbolt on Doug Trio.
Sand Attack.
but like they came out with a new Alien movie, Alien Romulus, and I like that one. It's basically just the first Alien movie again.
Giovanni actually almost killed me there. That's kind of embarrassing.
Giovanni, how many minutes are you at?
24:50. This thing might actually get sub 30.
That's crazy. I don't think I'm gonna be anywhere near there in 24 minutes. I haven't even gotten past Rival 5, and I just got hit by Sand Attack, so I might actually lose.
It's all right though. I got to reset at Sabrina.
I said might.
Oh my gosh. If that Alakazam had crit, I would have lost. Rage. Dang, Rival, you're really trying.
How many turns does the Sable last? Jeez.
I think it's a percentage chance to be undone, kind of like freeze. I don't think there's a set amount of turns. I think it's a percentage chance.
Between 2 and 8 or something, I think, in Gen 1.
No, it's not turns.
No,
it's a percentage
I've heard somebody say this to me before. I think it's 2 and 7.
Because in all games, at least, it's like that. But I mean, in modern games, but in all ones, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Because actually,
Probably
disable
using
is actually useful in.
Because I've used disable on Brock many times before, and I know it's not like infinite. It's like 2 and 7 or something like that.
Yeah, it's.
They'd have to. I kind of want to look it up now because I know some things are a percentage chance, like freeze. Because theoretically, with bad luck, you can get frozen for like 20 turns.
I know it's a number.
Oh wait, no, not Gen 1. That's Gen 2 onwards. In Gen 2 onwards, freeze is a 10% per turn.
Yeah.
Which is why the opponent can thaw on the first turn.
I think it's 20 though.
So they nerfed it.
I think it's 20% chance you unthaw yourself every turn, I believe.
I hate forgetting about Erica. I was like, all right, time to go get strength. And then I looked at my overlay. I'm like, oh, I don't have that badge for Erica yet. Better not go get strength.
Well, Steve, you're the one who said Erica's not important. Remember?
Not needed.
All right, I'm going to need this over Psychic. All right, Lorelei time.
Yeah, you said you were at like 24 minutes and you were facing Giovanni.
I'm at 27:18
Yeah,
now.
before. I'm at almost 24 minutes and I'm facing Sabrina. I haven't even done anything in Blaine's Island yet.
I'm so glad Lorelei Slowbro doesn't have Psychic in this game, like it does in Yellow. Otherwise, setting up Amnesia would be super risky. Is it wrong that I saved before Bruno?
No.
Yes, it is. With this Pokemon, yes, it is. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I don't have Psychic anymore for the Onyx.
Hey, Warden's.
I'll just mimic Ice Punch.
Warden has a house in front. Has a sign in front of his house that says Warden's house.
Warden's house.
Why is his first name Warden?
Well,
Is that a real name?
Does.
Why is your name Raid? I don't know. Don't ask questions.
People in Japan. You know how the rival is called Blue in this game technically? People in Japan call him Green. Even to this day he's still called Green.
Green's
Just
the girl.
Yep. And
Over
funnily enough,
there.
in the US, I believe Green ended up being a character in Let's Go. I believe in Japanese she's called Blue. It's really confusing
My God, confusing. Why do
because
this so
I
confusing?
don't know why they never released Red and Green overseas. Like they could have just fixed the bugs and just still called it Red and Green.
Hmm.
Maybe Green was such an embarrassment they didn't want to release it with that title, with that cover. Actually, I think I saw in an interview that they did Red and Blue because they're meant as like polar opposites. Okay, yeah, don't set up on that thing. Uh-oh.
Oh, you have agility.
Uh-oh.
Well, I understand that takedown has some bad accuracy, but I think Blaine just missed.
Takedown?
Yeah, Blaine just missed like 3
Sorry,
takedowns in
takedown.
a row.
Oh my god. Lance blew the fight. I was at 1 HP on the Dragonite, and he spammed nothing but agility. Oh my
Good
gosh.
luck.
Waiting for the champion, I'll just mimic recover.
I just used a repel and it's like, hey, nice
Oh,
repel.
that was probably a bad idea. Now I have to beat the Rhydon with Drill Peck. Well, that wasn't too bad. Because at any time he could have stomped and killed. He could have used Fury Attack. Rage. Of course.
I almost got a reset on
30,
Giovanni.
49.
Ah,
This thing didn't get sub 30, sadly. My only reset was Sabrina.
nice.
So you guys want to know what my time save was? I taught Fly, and I just never went to the girl's house.
I freaking thought it would be Fly and you said no, you liar. I called it was that.
Did you believe me when I called you a liar? Like, you didn't think I was actually doing it?
I was actually doing it. I was the only thing you could do actually to save time.
Pretty much.
31:25.
I got a reset on Rival 6 just now. I don't remember how I got paralyzed, but I got paralyzed somehow.
Yeah, I think Steve's gonna get third place among us because I remember at Rival 6 I was at 25 minutes.
Yeah. That's. Oops. Okay, well.
I love how we were joking about the fly thing and it ended up being the time saver.
I didn't want to admit it right away. So
Well, see, the thing is, it's
pretended.
very hypocritical because when I lie like that, you're like, but Steve, I literally said that. You should have admitted to it. But then when you do it, it's like, okay.
The only thing I don't like is when you lie if something learns a move or not.
Well, this is the same thing. I mean, well,
no, if it learns,
he
'cause I
guessed your
remember one
strategy and
time-
you said, and you just.
I didn't want to reveal it because I was worried that you would try to copy me because you technically didn't get Fly yet. That's why I
was
lied.
never gonna copy you, ever.
I didn't know about Ike. But like, here's the thing. I remember one time we were doing, I think it was an Electrode Red and Blue randomizer. I asked if it could learn Body Slam. You told me no when it actually could, and I never taught it the whole run, and I was so mad at you.
That was like years ago. You need to let it go.
Well, that's the reason. I mean, you and I agree. We won't lie about like if something learns something by level up. Nice 4 resets.
Poor Steve is getting all the bad luck and all the resets.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go.
I got
ahead and,
paralyzed. I got crit. The rival did whatever he wanted to me. It didn't matter.
Are
So
you
is
gonna
it
get a
good-
faster run than 1-1?
I don't know. Probably not.
I guess I did pick up Body Slam though in the round.
The first run
And
I
I
picked
used
up
it-
Body Slam, and I think it
I
was.
used it. No,
Pretty
I use it against Surge. Then I
yeah,
deleted it. But
yep,
I only wanted it against Surge.
same.
It's the only optional battle I have done and the rare candy in
What
the
did you use
shit
for Surge?
body slam.
Oh, I actually did use that in run 1, but for run 2, I just used Dragon Rage.
Dragon Rage.
Yeah, I did that in run 2 as well, but then you know how that went.
I mean, I guess it's kind of the same, but with body slam you get the extra positive that you can either create or paralyze. With Dragon Rage,
Alright.
you can do that.
Noivern got 9th place on my leaderboard. It was 12 seconds slower than Empoleon, and that thing had Swords Dance at level 11. The fact that this thing got so high up without a setup move is pretty impressive. Because I think everything above it had a setup move except for Arceus. I don't think
Legendaries, yeah.
Zoroark had one. Lunala.
Arceus does get Swords Dance, so I don't know if you use it or not, but it does get that.
Oh yeah, you're right. The TM.
It definitely,
Arceus got
it definitely
all the moves. We basically made it
we
Mew.
gave it everything.
Since it was
Yeah,
God, it was basically just Mew.
It does get Swords Dance because it's the best competitive set. Swords Dance Extreme Speed with Arceus. The Arceus Killer. It's called the E Killer
Hey,
Arceus.
Steve, your repel's about to run out.
Where's the Steve right now?
Lorelei.
I'm Lorelei.
What was your run 1 time was like 34 or something?
Yeah.
Mine. Oh. Arceus can Nasty Plot. I mean, Nasty Plot is not a TM. Well, I don't know if nowadays I think it is. I don't know. I haven't checked.
I can look it up.
I don't know if in Scarlet and Violet is a TM. I think it's a TM in Scarlet and
I'm
Violet.
gonna look up all TMs in Gen now. Just because there's so many TMs.
I think now it become a TM.
Yeah, it is TM 140.
It became, yeah, because usually before it wasn't. That's why
TM
many people
140.
Many people got Swords Dance, but not so many got Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot was far more scarce. Because Swords Dance was
Steve,
a TM and Nasty Plot wasn't.
I wasn't looking, but did you have to spam Drill Peck on the Onyx?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one problem with not having Psychic.
I used Psychic for that. I didn't say for Bruno.
Well, you know what's... Hey, Steve, why do you still have Recover?
Because I just didn't teach over it.
You're the
It's
one who
limited.
said, like, we don't
I
need Recover.
misclicked on Psychic. I meant to teach over Recover.
I guess technically I could have gotten the Fly via level up and then delete Drill Peck or Psychic over Mimic, but oh, you get it. They say you get the TM for Nasty Plot when you actually do the side quest for the legendaries in Scarlet and Violet. Like the only side quest that actually feels like a side quest in modern Pokemon. It requires some exploration and stuff. Like nowadays, the legendaries are basically granted to you. You don't need to do anything.
So yeah, Steve, I almost got a reset on
Crit!
Dragonite.
Of
Ouch.
course. Why would I have a chance of beating the first run?
Dragonite
I
always
was,
used Hyper Beam on my runs. In both.
I
of
was
them.
about to say, I almost had a reset on Lance on run 2 because I made the dumb mistake of trying to mimic agility for badge boosts, but those Dragonair only use Dragon Rage.
Yeah. I just Thunderbolt, Drill Peck, Thunderbolt, Psychic Spam. That's basically what I did for the Dragonite. He used Hyper Beam, but no crit, so I survived and then 3-shot.
Uh-oh. I'm willing to bet Steve's glad right now he didn't delete Recover.
If I had Psychic, none of this would matter.
That's... Wouldn't Drill Peck still do more than Psychic?
No,
I
our
just
special
used-
stat is way higher.
I use Psychic because of this drop that I can 2-shot maybe the Dragonite after, and also because of the special being higher, but probably does around the same damage, honestly.
The Thunderbolt being resisted really sucks. Or not resisted, but neutral.
Neutral.
True. Well, I was just also asking because Dragonite's special, I think, is really high.
Yeah. I can totally say you're
Uh-oh.
not gonna like the next Pokemon, I think.
Hey, Hey, Steve, you didn't teach recover? Or mimic recover? Oh, right. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Mimic
Because I
recover.
mimicked recover on the champion. I'm like, why don't you mimic recover? So you have 2 recovers.
I mean, it's a solid strat. Well, this is really weird. This is 2 streams in a row that I have to go with my first run results.
That's actually real funny. Here's the thing with my second run is only 17.8 seconds faster.
This run is 30 seconds around faster, but I mean in the first one I did optional battles, and this one I think I only did psych for the extras.
Dude, you don't need to do psych. My only optional trainer was 2 Bellsprout Girl in Erica's gym because it was an accident.
I must.
I don't know.
You mustn't fight.
This Pokemon
psych.
felt really good, but I just didn't do good.
I was just unlucky. I mean, you got bad luck in the fights that are like minimally.
I mean, I had first run jitters in the first run, so I'm not really disappointed too much because I mean, like, it is what it is in the first run. You usually fix it in the second run, but the second run just had first run bad luck.
This Pokemon really could have benefited from some sort of setup move, just because this thing's stats are still a little too low, but honestly, the medium fast group kind of works in its favor. If this thing was in the slow group, this thing would be like a 40-minute run. It would have just been bad.
Or Pokemon don't give it a slow.
Yep, I'm gonna deafen myself.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out the call for a minute. I will come back.
Well, not a great showing by me, guys, today. Very sorry about that. Couldn't beat Scott in speed in the first stream earlier this week. Couldn't beat either one of these guys in either of the streams earlier today. Just wasn't my week, unfortunately. But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's not a bad time, though. 24th place out of 71.
I have 76 on my leaderboard.
Good for you.
Thanks.
How many do you have on your regular red and blue leaderboard?
I have 11.
I have 105. Soon. I have to update the last 3, but regardless, I do.
I mean, you've done way more red and blue than I have, that's for sure.
Yeah, but you've done more of all of the rest of the games.
I'm basically the definition of jack of all trades.
Yeah, I couldn't play any of the Gen 3 games. I've never even completed Fire Red. Even when you sent me that one ROM, I still haven't completed it.
Said you didn't like it because you kept talking to every sign in the game.
Yeah, well, screen controls are also just clunky. Although it was a good sign to see MVF was here today, and he did say he would be busy until February. So it is probably about time to follow up with MVF to see if he's still going to continue being busy, because he kind of does freelance work. So maybe he still might be busy. We don't know.
Hopefully,
but if he's not busy, then we can finally update the overlay for Gen 3. Don't really know how the runs are going to go, because I am not going to know where any hidden items are. I'm not going to know what items are.
I'll walk you through runs, like at least watch.
But who knows? Maybe this will be the Gen 3 year, and even though I won't be able to compete with Ike and Speed in Gen 3, I, unlike some other people, will play it. Kind of like remember when John and M Tiberius started joining us in the Gen 1 runs, and they were losing by like 10 minutes. It's okay. It's okay. In fact, it'll be interesting knowing that the pressure will not be on to get a good time.
Yeah.
Regardless, it'll be Fire Red, not Emerald. I don't even know the story of Emerald. I've even watched you do a few runs. I watched Ike do a few runs, and I still don't know the story.
I wouldn't recommend you do Emerald. The game's just a lot longer. There's a lot more backtracking. It's a harder game in general. I'd stick to Fire Red.
Like, I watched you go from the electric gym, and then you went south through the grass, and then went down to, like, buy hidden power. I'm like, oh my god, you don't even get early fly? That would be a nightmare.
Oh, dude, you don't get fly till after the 6th gym.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't do that. Do you?
Yeah, Abra with teleport would be so good, but I don't want to go out of my way to hunt for one. You have to catch it in the wild if you want one.
So there's no game corner you can just buy it from?
There is a game corner, but they don't sell Pokemon in
Because
Emerald.
if the option wasn't there, Gen 1 and Gen 2 both sell Abra for like super cheap.
Well, it's not like it matters for Red and Blue because Fly's right next door.
Right. But I'm saying in general, like if they didn't give you early fly, like let's say it was also Gym 6, Abra is there. And same thing with Gen 2. So you're saying Abra's not available in Gen 3?
I mean, but even if we didn't get... But I was saying, even if we didn't get fly, we just still use teleport. We can always just go from Celadon to Lavender walking, I guess. You still unlock Saffron in a way. Would it be that
we were talking about Gen 3, how the fact that you have to walk everywhere. I'm like, but Gen 1 and Gen 2 have like Abra for like $100, or well, 100 coins. You telling me Gen 3 doesn't do that?
And even in Emerald, actually, you don't get a guaranteed Abra. But we were discussing this a few months ago in the server of Scott, like if Abra should be guaranteed an encounter, because it actually saves a lot of time in Emerald if you can catch one. Can save amount 2 minutes for certain Pokemon. It's insane.
I don't know. I feel like since it's a wild Pokemon,
I get it.
It's not an HM user.
I do get the controversy, that's for sure. It's not like an HM that you need to finish the game. So it definitely is not the same thing. But like it's a really big time save if you are just lucky enough to find one. For some Pokemon, it's insane, actually, the amount of time you can save with an Abra. So that's
what's the rough time save? You said like 2 minutes?
Weirdly enough, I would actually consider this kind of like pickup for speed. It's like, Speed doesn't use pickup because it would affect his runs, so you really shouldn't be able to catch an Abra because it would affect the runs. What's the difference between pickup and Abra?
No, but the thing with pickup, I don't have the problem because in Emerald pickup is useless. It's only in Ruby.
I understand, but he bans pickup because some runs might get hidden power and some runs won't. But like, if some runs get flat, or if some runs can get teleport and some runs won't, what's the difference?
Here's what I do. This is kind of what Scott does. I'm not allowed to catch the Abra. I'm not allowed to hunt for the Abra unless I have to train for Roxanne in the grass. And if I'm training in the grass, I may as well look for an Abra. But if I don't need to train for her, I'm just gonna use a repel.
You know what's even crazier? In Gen 1, not only do they give you early Abra, early fly, they also give you early teleport. You could get it as early, early as like just immediately after cut.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, did Scott say what run he wanted to do for next week?
Yeah, I pretty sure I already made the moveset. I'm still streaming, but it doesn't really matter. You guys can see.
Oh, you're still streaming. I thought
it's fine.
Off.
You told me it was Cinderace.
You're right.
I already made the moveset and everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Cinderace is it's going to be interesting. The egg moves, it didn't have the greatest choices. I had to choose between, I think, like a 70 power dark move or high jump kick. It was kind of a difficult decision because the high jump kick is resisted by Falconer. But I'm like, you know what? High jump kick's not resisted by everything else. I mean, I guess high jump kick's probably the way to go over a dark move, which Cinderace, I can't remember if I had better physical or special. But I guess the dark move probably would have been better coverage-wise because it looks like it gets double kick 12. So, I mean, who knows? If you guys prefer the dark move, I'm not against it either, especially since it doesn't really get another one.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I mean, it's not really up to me. I don't really care. I already put in high jump kick. Unless somebody wants to overrule it, high jump kick is in there.
Oh.
All right. Have a nice night, guys. I will see you on Monday. Yeah, Monday, because I think we canceled it because of the national championship game this week, but now that's over with. We can go back to Monday night.